All right, so it's March 6, 2013, and this is Reality Supreme Being, otherwise known as HRM, Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, previous presidential candidate, Emperor of the United States is Turtle Island, which was pretty much Turtle Island was the name of America before some German map maker stuck the name an Italian explorer on and named this continent after an Italian explorer named Amerigo Vespucci. Anyway, yesterday I pretty much wanted to give you people an idea that there is validity to the things that I have been talking about. Put aside all the rants and raves and everything, because obviously the news media only pays attention to ranting and raving coming from people that are famous or well known, because they got something hot story and everybody's going to gossip and listen to the story. And if you're a nobody, the media doesn't care, because the mainstream media and the big wigs, and big wigs being banks, politicians, Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, they're all got their fingers in the pie, and they are in control. And nobodies like me are attacked, destroyed, ruined over and over again by the powers that are at the federal, state, and local levels. Evil powers, I might say. But everything I'm saying right now, 90% of it has been reiterated in all of my 400 videos. Now, I titled a lot of my videos because I predicted the Sandyhook shooting beforehand, because I predicted the Aurora shooting beforehand, because I predicted the 9/11 event beforehand, 7 years before it happened, because, I mean, all of these becauses are in the videos that I've recorded. So, so the bottom line is that there isn't really much left for me to record. No one has come to my aid. No one wants to help. And most of the people that are watching the videos, YouTube, aren't rich. They don't have lots of money. And if they do, they're probably well known and don't want to be connected to me, because I'm pretty much taboo material, hot potatoes. Stay away from him, because if there's any leak to the media that some famous person is linked to me, they'll make a big stink out of it. And really the world is based on a lot of gossip, and this gossip does damages to, of course it does damages to well-known people. Look at what happened to Lance Armstrong, or any of the other people, Tiger Woods with his affair supposedly, and even Bill Clinton and his Monica Lewinsky thing. You people need to grow up. I've told you over and over again. Like in the movie John Carter from Mars, which I mentioned yesterday, some things, plural, is controlling us. And they are manipulating us. If they're not totally controlling us, they're manipulating us. And the powers that be, whether they're a conspiracy or Illuminati, Bilderberg Group, whatever the Masons, the Skull and Crossbones, it doesn't matter, because they're under manipulation factors also. They're being manipulated too. And what the highest level of top security, top secret stuff in the United States, England, Germany, France, what none of those people know, no matter how smart they say they are, even if they've proven it, they're not. Because you are, in fact, being manipulated. Dr. Emoto's website, the holographic universe, the 99th Monkey Philosophy, and the 3 others I mentioned. These are factual research programs that prove beyond any doubt that you don't have any free will. You're all a bunch of losers. And how you've treated the planet proves it beyond any doubt. The fact that you've had 7,750 years of wars and bits and pieces all over the planet. Here I am repeating myself again. Since 10,000 years, over the last 10,000 years. That's how many years of wars you've had. Special ops, black ops, it doesn't matter how many innocent men, women, and children have died because for some reason you want to take over somebody's land or somebody's resources or whatever. You want to force them into sharing their resources with you. That's what this is all about. And the real sad part is that something all along has been controlling you. And you people are so stupid, you're playing right into their hands. And most of the evidence is circumstantial. Lies in our DNA, the ability to tell stories. Like in the movie 3 Days of the Condor. Listen to the little quips of real future predictions in that movie. Like when Robert Redford, towards the end of the movie, says, "Are we going to invade the Middle East?" This was said from his mouth, a line given to him by the writers of that movie, 3 Days of the Condor, by the book. That line was given to Robert Redford to say in 1975. Now, there are other movies, and you think, well, this guy's just connecting movies, and they're all ifs, ideas, people that come up spontaneous with the ideas. Let me get you really into the picture of knowing, okay? Like the movie Knowing. Nothing is new. It is all based on embedded DNA information, and the more generations that go along, the more the embedded information gets broken up into bits and pieces, but somehow, certain people manage to put it back together again. Sometimes not even consciously. They do it subconsciously. So this awareness, this full awareness program, is inside of every person. You just need the right leadership to stimulate you, to get you to understand that you're all going in the wrong direction. You're your worst own enemies, and you will, in fact, destroy yourselves, and destruction is coming very, very soon. It isn't just because I'm a living example of one of the most abused people in the United States of America that's been forced to live here, could never get the money together so that I could get the hell out of here before this terrible event is going to take place. And it's as if this invisible being, like I mentioned in the movie John Carter of Mars, all these stories have reality woven into them. It's the reality either of the present or reality of the future. Now, in it, I told you yesterday, in yesterday's video, that John Carter's talking to this guy who's got him prisoner, and he says, "We've been doing this for millions of years." Now, this is on the planet Mars, and there's supposedly civilizations there. And he says, and we benefit. This third party benefits. They're invisible, too. They have the power of invisibility. So they benefit from the pain and suffering from those species that are living on the planet at the moment. So I'm not asking you to believe me. Do your own research. I just mentioned 3 of them. Water has the ability to, there are two reasons. In Dr. Emoto's website, either water has the ability to interpret every language on the planet, or Dr. Emoto's his presence being close to that water, and his mind being in close, not full contact, but entanglement contact with water, told the water which statements were positive and negative, and therefore produced the results that were produced with his research. But that's not where you stop. If you don't believe that one, then you go to entanglement, the power of entanglement throughout the universe and dark matter. Then you take the next step to the 99th monkey philosophy, the experiment they did with the monkeys, showing them how to wash their fruit, and it skipped to the next island hundreds of miles away without any coercion or any kind of monkey see, monkey do being passed on to them. It was not impossible. It's impossible to have passed that kind of information over hundreds of miles. So you people aren't really thinking just how deep in danger you all are. And the fact that I'm one of the casualties, continual casualties, repeated casualty, and that I'm not the only one, means that you really are all stupid, that everything I've said, all the rants and raves about you being dumb, and you deserve all the violence, you deserve Sandy Hook, you deserve 9/11, whether it's a conspiracy or not, who cares? You deserve all of it, because you're so damn stupid. And you'll continue to be stupid in whatever language you grow up to learn, whether it's English, Spanish, Italian, German, Japanese. It doesn't matter. You're all stupid. The majority of the population is so stupid that you are bringing about your own destruction without listening to the true avatars. Yeah, I'm claiming to be one of the avatars, and I don't care if you destroy yourselves. And if I had the power to save you, I won't, and I will not, even if I had the power, save any of you, because you don't deserve it. Not one person has come forward and said, hey, yeah, I have a lot of money. If you hate this country so much, and hate is a nice word for what you think about America, then here, Caesar, here's $1 million, get the hell out. Sure, I would have gotten out 20 years ago. I've been bitching and belly aching the whole time as the forces of Los Angeles kept following me from place to place, nosy neighbors, crappy public officials. It doesn't matter. So you're the ones that have done damage to yourself. And in the end, only the invisible anomalies that I'm talking about that live in your body, in the water that flows through your body, that you're forced to have to drink. No matter how clean it is or dirty it is, those anomalies, they're there. And they have tremendous power. And they're benefiting by sucking all your energy. They're the ones that are benefiting. Remember what I told you in one of my videos? I said that the planet Earth is based on give and take. One form of existence is sucking on the other form of existence in order to survive. Taking away the life of something else in order for you to live longer. And it doesn't stop there on the physical level. It goes beyond entanglement, down to the level of the atom. And these anomalies live there. Some people call them in interdimensional beings. I don't. They're there. They're in the water. They're in the air. They're in all the resources. You people just are oblivious to any kind of intelligence, including the White House, all of them, all the leaders of the world. They're all stupid because you don't have the end picture. I do. This is the only reason I'm still alive, because they're hoping that I'll flub up in all of my spontaneous discussions, all 400 videos that I've had on YouTube, that I would have slipped up by now and given them a jigsaw puzzle so that they could take advantage of when this event is going to take place. But the jury's not in yet on all of this. My jury. The jury in my head, the jury in my heart, the jury in my invisible anomalies, and the way I manipulate them. That's why I've been attacked so often. The anomalies are pissed off that I am now turning the tables on them. I'm controlling them. I'm telling them what to do. Which means that I could end up having a lot of power. More power than anyone could ever imagine. I could poison the water supply just by thinking about it. Is that possible? I don't know. I wouldn't poison the water supply because I have to drink water too. But who's to say that that wouldn't be possible? I mean, 500 years ago, they would have burned you at the stake if you said there's a spaceship that you can send up into space on a big rocket, fire, and land on the moon and walk on the moon, or send a probe to Mars to rove around on Mars. They would have burned you at the stake. Or that you can talk to somebody on a telephone and hear their voice thousands of miles away. They would have burned you at the stake. Said that there's heresy, witchcraft. So, and 500 years before that, they really just would have either thought you were crazy or done the same thing to you, just wiped you out right there on the spot. What I'm trying to tell you people is that it is wrong to hurt fellow DNA existence, members of DNA, because we hold keys of secrets that are buried so deep in our DNA, we'll never be able to find them all out. Now, I realize that the professions and some research places have said they've already mapped the DNA. Well, you can map barcodes all you want, 100 trillion barcodes, you can map them all you want. But knowing what each amino acid really represents, all the way down to the atoms, cannot be deciphered in one day, or in 10 years, or in 10,000 years. So it would behoove you to all of a sudden be groveling at people that are like me, groveling at their feet, going, please help us. Okay, we are blind. Please help us not be blind. But no, you're just going to continue going on the way you are because You've got a very weird mixture of egoism and, oh, I'm important, and I have to think about my image. You know, they talk about image in Revelations. That's interesting about the Bible. Those old wise men used to write all kinds of stuff, and I don't agree with all of it, but there's a lot of wisdom in there because, again, they're talking from bits and pieces of DNA that was already pre-embedded. But they talk about the image of the beast in Revelation 13. They said the image of the beast is all so powerful. Yeah, it's powerful, all right. So powerful that it's your own worst enemy, and you don't even know you're feeding it. And that's what you're doing. You're feeding your own worst enemy. You are your own worst enemy every day that you wake up, every day that you live, and every day that you hurt someone either directly or indirectly. So it behooves you to not be one of those people that's talking about Sandyhook and whether it was a conspiracy or not, or the Aurora Theater, or the Chic Temple shooting, or any of the other shootings that have happened all the way back to Charles Whitman in the University of Texas Towers in the 60s when he shot people with hunting rifles, not assault rifles. Boom, 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 boom. So, you know, the bottom line is you're the ones making the mistake. You're the ones neglecting me. You're the ones passing my intelligence up. And you should have picked up on me when maybe like 30, 40 years ago. That would have behooved you even better because you'd be ahead of the game that's going on right now on a most invisible level. You'd be way ahead of the game by now. Now it would take fortunes and fortunes of money and human effort to get ahead of the game. But that's okay. You people want to commit slow suicide, and you want to take everybody else with you, including me. And that's not right. I've never gone out of my way to hurt anybody, and if I've ever done anything wrong that's considered wrong in the eyes of established society, which I don't call them established, nothing I've ever done deserves the 30 years of raping and robbing me of every possession, everything that I worked so hard for. You're the evil ones. You're the sick ones. Every last one of you, every man, woman, and child in America, you're the sick ones. And you need to take lessons from me, because I'm the one that you've hurt the most. You might say I've suffered a fate worse than Christ. At least Christ only suffered for a few days, pinned to the cross, he died, it was over. Me, I've been crucified every day the last 30 years. It's been a continual source of pain. Where's the pain? Scars in the brain. Scars from waking up every morning and thinking, how did they get away with it? Why did they do that? Are they sick? Are they evil? When will it stop? It hasn't stopped yet to this day. So fine. I'll make a prediction right now. Another person is going to lose it, and there's going to be some more terrible, terrible events that's going to take place soon. And whether they use me as a launching pad or not to do it, I don't care. I care as much as everybody cared about me over the last 3 hellish years of being neglected on YouTube, and the only responses I got was maybe 20 responses that gave criticism. You know, when you really should be giving criticism to the White House, criticism to the people in power at this federal, state, and local level. You're the sick ones. I'm not sick. I'm far from it. I'm so far up there on the intelligence level that you people will never be able to share what I already know. And you know what? I don't want you to share any of my intelligence. I'd rather die and take it all with me. And someday I am going to take it all with me. And you're not going to get any benefits. It'll probably be thousands of years before the same number of electrons proportioned, sequenced in my DNA is born again. It doesn't happen too often. And if I were you people, I'd start re-evaluating all the crap that you've been doing. Not just to people like me, but to lots of people all over the planet. And somebody should have come forward a long time ago before I made this particular recording on March the 6th, 2013. Because this is one of the biggest predictions of all. So get ready, because you're going to have something really nasty to deal with. And I'm not going to tell you when.